Hey everyone, welcome back to our Spotlight series where we get to meet the incredible people behind the Nepal-US AI Hackathon and what drives them to support the community. That said, super excited because we have one of our mentors, Shiva Bhusal, a software engineer at Microsoft, joining us today. So Shiva Dai, thank you so much for doing this again.
Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you for inviting me to this Spotlight series. And thank you also organizing the hackathon. So really honored to be here and look forward to the hackathon event.
Thank you. So let's dive right into it and सुरुबाटै start गरौँ है त. Can you tell us a little bit
Awesome.
about your journey? For example, like कहाँबाट चाहिँ सुरु भएको थियो and how did you end up where you are today?
Sure. And I'm assuming you are specifically talking about software engineering journey. Um,
I guess the professional journey,
mm,
maybe like when you came from Nepal to यता अनि त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ अलिक
mhm.
कस्तो थियो?
Sure. So I did my undergrad from Punta campus. And while applying for undergrad, I wasn't specifically sure which stream I should go. अब तपाईँलाई थाहा नै होला जस्तो कि नेभलमा चाहिँ आइयुईको इन्ट्रान्स एक्जाम हुन्छ अनि इन्ट्रान्स एक्जामको रिजल्टको आधारमा चाहिँ आफूले कुन स्ट्रिम चुज गर्ने त्यो सिस्टम थियो पहिला अहिले चाहिँ आई थिङ्क इट्स स्टिल द सेम
Okay.
अनि 2011 जस्तो मैले इन्ट्रान्स दिँदाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो मेरो मैले कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ पढ्ने भनेर मेरो थट चाहिँ थिएन मेरो गोल चाहिँ सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ वा इलेक्ट्रोनिक्स इन्जिनियरिङ भन्ने थियो अनि मोस्टली सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी थियो त्यसपछि इन्ट्रान्स एक्जाम दिँदाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो नाम एकदमै पछाडि निस्क्यो होइन अनि अनि मलाई चाहिँ फुल्चोक क्याम्पस चाहिँ एकदमै मन परेको थियो अनि तर मलाई पढ्ने इच्छा चाहिँ सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ थियो
Hmm.
अनि अनि त्यसपछि त्यति बेला चाहिँ कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ त्यति पपुलर थिएन जस्तो कि यहाँ युएसको अन्डर कम्प्युटर साइन्स इक्विभ्यालेन्ट चाहिँ मोस्टली नेपालमा कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ जस्तो नै थियो त्यो बेला होइन अनि अम, मलाई इन्ट्रेस्ट चाहिँ सिभिल इन्जिनियरिङ थियो तर त्यसमा चाहिँ नाम निस्केन अनि मैले चाहिँ कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ चाहिँ अलमोस्ट पढ्दिनँ नै भनेर बसेको थिएँ इभन नामै निस्क्यो भने पनि
अनि
अनि अनि त्यतिखेर चाहिँ कस्तो थियो भने हजुरको सबभन्दा लिस्ट प्रिफरेन्स चाहिँ मान्छेहरूको पढ्ने कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ थियो कि त्यतिखेर अहिले चाहिँ आई थिङ्क कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ इज मस्ट कम्पिटेटिभ
Mhm.
त्यतिखेर चाहिँ कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङ वाज लिस्ट कम्पिटेटिभ अनि मेरो अलमोस्ट लास्टतिर जस्तो कि त्यो ऱ्याङ्किङ यताउति गर्दाखेरि म अलमोस्ट आई थिङ्क लास्ट नै हो जस्तो लाग्छ लिटरली नै लास्ट हो जस्तो लाग्छ होइन अनि
Yeah.
उम्, अनि मेरो नाम चाहिँ आई थिङ्क सेभेन्थ अर एट्थ लिस्टमा कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङमा चाहिँ निस्क्यो होइन अनि अनि त्यसपछि नामै निस्केपछि चाहिँ मलाई एज अ सब्जेक्ट भन्दा पनि कलेज मन परेको थियो
अनि
त्यो
अनि
भएर त्यो भएर म कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरिङै पढ्न डिसाइड गरेँ होइन
हजुर.
अनि डिसाइड गरिसकेपछि चाहिँ फर्स्ट 2 इयर्स चाहिँ त्यस्तो धेरै इन्जोय गरेको थिइनँ अनि अम, हजुरलाई अब थाहा छ कि हजुरले यतै युएसमै गर्नुभयो अन्डरग्राड श्रेयसले
Undergrad चाहिँ यतै गरेँ मैले शिवदाई.
हजुर हजुर अब नेवलमा चाहिँ अलि इक्जाम बेस्ड हुन्छ होइन हुन त अब हजुरले 11 12 नेपालमै गर्नुभयो होला सायद त्यो हुँदा इक्जाम मोस्टली अब अन्डरग्राड पनि इक्जाम बेस्ड नै हो अनि इक्जाम बेस्ड हुँदा मेरो फर्स्ट र थर्ड सेमेस्टरमा टन्नै ब्याकहरू थियो ब्याक इक्जामहरू दिनु पर्ने होइन
That's very surprising actually. अनि
अनि अनि मैले चाहिँ अलमोस्ट थर्ड इयर जस्तो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ इभेन्चुअली म ग्रेजुएट भइसकेपछि चाहिँ सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियरिङ करियर चाहिँ पर्स्यु गर्दिनँ अरू नै केही गर्छु एटलिस्ट पास चाहिँ हुँदै जान्छु भन्नाले एटलिस्ट डिग्री चाहिँ लिन्छु भन्ने थियो अनि थर्ड इयरको एन्डतिर चाहिँ मैले काठमाडौँ पोस्टमा इन्टर्नसिप गरेको थिएँ मलाई त्यतिखेर राइटिङमा अलिकति इन्ट्रेस्ट थियो अनि अनि त्यसपछि इभेन्चुअली जर्नलिजम अथवा त्यस्तै फिल्डतिर
Mm.
ट्रान्जिसन गर्छु भन्ने थियो अनि तर थर्ड इयरमा चाहिँ हाम्रो मिनी प्रोजेक्ट हुन्थ्यो थर्ड इयर अनि अनि फोर्थ इयरमा चाहिँ मेजर प्रोजेक्ट हुन्थ्यो फाइनल इयर प्रोजेक्ट भनेर अनि त्यो दुइटा प्रोजेक्ट मेरो प्रोजेक्ट पार्टनरहरूसँग गर्दा चाहिँ मैले एकदमै चिजहरू एकदमै धेरै इन्जोय गरेँ अनि त्यसपछि बिस्तारै बिस्तारै सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियरिङ पर्स्युट रमाइलो लाग्न थाल्यो। अनि फोर्थ इयरमा ग्रेजुएट हुँदासम्म चाहिँ म म प्राइमरीली सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियरिङ नै प्रोफेसन पर्स्युट गर्छु, बरु साइडमा चाहिँ अलिअलि राइटिङहरू गर्छु भनेर त्यसरी प्लान गरेँ। अनि अन्डरग्रेड सकिसकेपछि 1 वर्ष जस्तो चाहिँ नेपालमा भेरिक्स भन्ने एउटा त्यति त्यो चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ हजुरले डिटो हकाई भनेर सुन्नुभएको होला।
सुनेको
त्यो
छु।
हेल्थ केयर एनालिटिक्स कम्पनी हो। अनि हामीले काम गर्दासम्म चाहिँ भेरिक्स हेल्थले एक्वायर गरेर भेरिक्स इन्फर्मेसन टेक्नोलोजी भनेर नाम थियो।
उम्,
अहिले चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट एक्विजिसन भएर अहिले चाहिँ कोटिभिटी छ कि आई डोन्ट नो। अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ म अन्डरग्रेड सरी 1 वर्ष जस्तो काम गरिसकेपछि यता मास्टर्स गर्नको लागि बोलिङ ग्रिन स्टेट युनिभर्सिटी ओहायो आएँ। अनि ओहायोमा ओहायोमा चाहिँ मास्टर्स इन कम्प्युटर साइन्सको लागि आएको थिएँ। अनि त्यसपछि यता आइसकेपछि मैले अझै धेरै इन्जोय गरेँ भनौँ न, जस एज अ सफ्टवेयर एज एकाडेमिकल्ली पनि प्लस जुन प्रोजेक्टहरू गर्दाखेरि सम काइन्ड अफ प्रोफेसनल
उम्,
एउटा एक्सपिरियन्स हुन्छ। अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ 2 वर्ष 2 साढे 2 वर्ष जस्तो अर्नेस्ट एन्ड यङ भन्ने एउटा कन्सल्टिङ कम्पनी छ।
सबैले
त्यसमा
सुनेको
चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ त्यसमा म क्लिभल्यान्ड अफिसमा त्यही 2 साढे 2 वर्ष जस्तो काम गरेको थिएँ। अनि अ, त्यो काम गर्दा गर्दै इन्टरभ्यू प्रिपेरेसन पनि अलिअलि गरिराखेको थिएँ। अनि अब जेनरल इन्टरभ्यू प्रिपेरेसन, लिड कोड, सिस्टम डिजाइन इन्टरभ्यू प्रिपेरेसन जस्तो। त्यसपछि 2021 मेदेखि चाहिँ म माइक्रोसफ्टमा गर्दैछु। अनि त्यही नै छ मेरो जर्नी। अनि प्राइमरीली अहिले सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियरिङ पर्स्युट नै भयो प्रोफेसनल्ली। त्यसपछि साइडमा चाहिँ रिडिङ राइटिङ त्यही पर्स्युटहरू चलिरहेको छ।
Wow, so हजुरको journey is actually very interesting because you did not want to do computer science, तर फेरि got looped in because of different projects अनि त्यहाँबाट EY to Microsoft, right? So यो question चाहिँ I think a lot of viewers might be pretty interested to know as well. तपाईँको यो Microsoft हुन्छ नि like and EY यस्तो big companiesमा जानलाई चाहिँ like how did you prepare for it and what does that process look like?
Thank you. That's a good question. So I think so Microsoft र UI को चाहिँ दुईटा डिफरेन्ट टाइप अफ कम्पनी भए छन् होइन। ठुलो कम्पनी भए पनि माइक्रोसफ्ट चाहिँ कोर प्रडक्ट बेस्ड कोर टेक कम्पनी भयो। त्यसपछि अर्नेस्ट एन्ड यङको चाहिँ डिफरेन्ट एरियामा, जस्तै कि अर्नेस्ट एन्ड यङ टाइपको कम्पनीहरूको डोमेन चाहिँ दे वर्क अन डिफरेन्ट डोमेन्स। सफ्टवेयर इन्जिनियरिङ इज अ पार्ट अफ देयर वर्क। सो दुईटा टाइप अफ कम्पनीमा इन्टरभ्यू प्रोसेस चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट पनि छ। जस्तो कि अब माइक्रोसफ्टमा चाहिँ माइक्रोसफ्ट अथवा माइक्रोसफ्ट इक्विभ्यालेन्ट कोरटेक कम्पनी भनौँ न। कोरटेक कम्पनीमा चाहिँ हजुरको जेनरली दे विल बी 4 5 मेबी 3 to 5 राउन्ड्स अफ टेक्निकल इन्टरभ्युज, generally coding challenge with the person. The interviewer will ask medium, sometimes hard type of lead code styled questions, and then you have to explain time complexity, space complexity of the solution that you have, and then some follow-up questions on top of that. So that's the general standard. And then the difficulty level of questions, it has increased over the years. So I, so right now, when you're interviewing for these companies, the difficulty level is a lot higher than compared to in 2021.
Mm.
So because there are more resources, and then right now, there are LLMs as well, and yeah, so when so some people also use tools to solve the problem. So so that's why so that's why right now questions are difficult. And then and then after that, after you clear the technical round, they generally either either during the interview process itself, they are targeting for a specific role,
Mm-hmm.
or they are doing a generic interview loop, and then after you clear the technical round, they try to match you with a specific team. So the interview process runs in both the ways, and I think generally, but in all the core tech companies, it's almost similar. There will be 3 to 5 technical rounds, and then conversation with hiring manager, those sort of things. But in EY, so on in my case, I when I was pursuing my graduate studies at Bowling Green State University, EY was one of the employers that came to our job fair.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for the internship, and then I got to full time through internship.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, that was my journey at EY. Yeah.
So looking
Uh,
back, sorry,
mhm.
on this, before I cut you off.
No, I'm good. Please go ahead.
So looking back, you तपाईँको journey ma, because you had like such a interesting and very long journey, right? So what are some lessons you've learned along the way? जस्तै सोच्नु पर्दाखेरि.
सोच्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ I think one of the things I learned on the way is find the thing that you actually enjoy the most, and then because there are many things that could be trendy, and then there are many things that could generate a lot of money as well, in terms. But if you don't enjoy it, like it, I mean, you cannot pursue it long term. So find the thing that you enjoy, and then yeah, practice, and it doesn't feel like a work. So if you're able to find a thing that you enjoy and continue working on it, you're definitely gonna be better in it as well. So yeah, in the long term, I think that is something that I've learned and still trying to learn, because what you enjoy, it's gonna change as well. Things that
Mm.
I enjoyed 5, 6 years ago, maybe I do not enjoy right now. So yeah, that's the thing that I've learned.
शिव दाइ हजुरको राइटिङ त चेन्ज भएको छैन नि त तर
हजुर
राइटिङ
भएको छैन।
त चेन्ज भएको छैन सो
हजुर भएको छैन।
लेट्स शिफ्ट गियर्स है अनि ह्याकाथन
Mhm.
चाहिँ what made you say yes to being one of the mentors for the Nepal USA Hackathon?
So one of the things that I was really interested in is whenever I attend these hackathons, it's a great learning experience for me as well, because when we are working on a small project in a big company, our focus is very narrow. So we tend to not see other things outside. So
Hmm.
whenever I attend different conferences and different events like hackathons, I tend to see so many creative projects from which I actually learn more. So it's it's for the process of learning itself, and also hopefully offer some suggestions which might be helpful for the participants as well, and also be a part of this wonderful team that which you and everyone has set up. It's a big honor. So I think mainly these three things that motivated me um, to join as one of the members of this hackathon event.
Just out of curiosity, हजुरले ह्याकाथन चाहिँ कतिवटा गर्नुभयो or like attended अहिलेसम्म?
मैले ह्याकाथनहरू धेरै एटेन्ड गरेको छैन। मैले नेपालमा चाहिँ आई माइट हेभ एटेन्डेड 3 or 4. Here I haven't. Here I haven't, but here I attend different software engineering conferences.
Hmm.
Maybe, and during that conference, so interestingly, so I attend mostly I attend Python conferences,
Mhm.
and then after the end of the conference, last 3 or 4 days they have code sprints.
Really?
Yeah,
अनि
so. कोड डिस्पेन्समा चाहिँ हजुरको नयाँ कसै कसैको अब जस्तो कि हजुर प्राय चाहिँ एक्जिस्टिङ ओपन सोर्स प्रोजेक्टको ओपन प्रब्लमहरू त्यहाँ बसेर मेन्टेनरहरूसँगै अरू पनि त्यहाँ हुन्छन् उनीहरूसँगै बसेर त्यो प्रब्लमहरू सल्भ गर्ने हुन्छ। अनि कुनैमा चाहिँ अब कसैसँग नयाँ आइडिया भयो भने त्यो आइडियामाथि इन्टायरली स्क्रचबाटै वर्क गर्ने पनि हुन्छ होइन। अनि त्यो कोड स्प्रिन्टहरू चाहिँ म प्राय पाइकन जाँदाखेरि एटलिस्ट एक दिन चाहिँ कोड स्प्रिन्टमा बस्न ट्राई गर्छु। कहिले बसेको छु कहिले बसेको छैन कि प्राय चाहिँ हजुरको विकेन्ड जस्तोमा कन्फरेन्स हुन्छ।
Mm,
अनि मन्डे जस्तो चाहिँ मन्डे ट्युसडे वेडनेसडे जस्तो चाहिँ कोड स्प्रिन्ट हुन्छ
good
कि
sport.
त्यो हुँदा अनि अलि लिभ धेरै लिनुपर्ने हुन्छ होइन। अनि तर एटलिस्ट एक दिन चाहिँ म बस्न ट्राई गर्छु। अनि त्यो हुँदा एउटा चाहिँ करेन्ट ट्रेन्डी प्रोजेक्टहरूमा के भइरहेछ भन्ने थाहा हुन्छ।
Awesome.
अनि अर्को चाहिँ अब इन जेनरल नेटवर्किङ इज अल्सो
Mm.
मेकिङ फ्रेन्ड्स इज अल्सो अ ग्रेट experience. So for those two reasons, I try to stay in the code sprints.
Wow, so you've attended a couple hackathons before. You've also been to multiple conferences. Your code sprints are running on boy, right? So for the
Also, awesome.
like from the participants, जो चाहिँ hackathon participate गरेको छ, like what are you the most interested to see from them? Your hackathonबाट चाहिँ.
So what I'm interested in seeing is one um, creative projects that actually solve the real world problems. I think that's a very generic thing because in most of the projects we try to see that. बट मैले भन्न खोजेको चाहिँ एउटा स्पेसिफिक प्रब्लम आइडेन्टिफाई गरेर त्यसको लागि चाहिँ सिम्पल एन्ड एलिगेन्ट सोल्युसन, इट डजन्ट ह्याभ टु बी अ भेरी फ्यान्सी सोल्युसन। समटाइम्स वाट वी सी इज sometimes we come up with a solution and we think that it's very simple, so we don't pursue it. So
Mm,
if your solution or if your project is simple and stupid, then I think it's a good one. So it's a good thing to pursue. I think in software engineering also we have a philosophy: keep it simple and stupid in terms of software engineering design. So if your project or idea is simple, don't be shy that it might not be a good project to pursue. I think it's a good one. So I think you
mm.
should be proud of your project and pursue it. And then another thing is and another thing is sometimes we have this notion that our projects have to be trendy. For
Yep.
example, yeah, for example, right now, machine learning or blockchain related things are very trendy, um, and how I see it is just the opposite. If you think that your project is not trendy, then I think there's a high chance that it will actually stand out because it will be a unique project among all others. Because when you pursue for trendiness, it's more likely that other people are also pursuing the same thing. So
Mm.
to stand out, I guess if you have something unique, I think that's a good thing.
Less trendy, more unique.
Mhm.
अनि फाइनली अब सबैजना मेन्टरलाई मैले यही कुरा भनेको छु होइन बट देन वी हेभ लाइक अ लट अफ फर्स्ट टाइम ह्याकर्स एन्ड इभन वान अफ देम बिङ अ सेभेन्थ ग्रेडर होइन विच इज
Mhm. Mhm.
तर I'm guessing because it's going to be their first time, they're going to be nervous, a little overwhelmed as well.
Mhm.
So like, do you have any advices that you want to give them?
Oh, sure, sure. Uh, I think one of the advice I would give, or if I was in that situation, I would give to myself is um, I think in every software engineering product, all kinds of opinion they matter. So sometimes you might say, even what I would argue is uh, the opinion that we typically get from an audience which is not expert in software engineering,
Mhm.
sometimes that is even more important because they give unique perspective. For
Mhm.
example, if I'm building a product, a tech savvy person will use it in a certain way, and a less tech savvy person have a different way of using the product. So the feedback I get from them sometimes it's actually more important than the tech savvy person. So I think so. Just remember that that's why, regardless of your background, your opinion is always helpful for the team. So try to share like whatever you have in your mind, even though you think it's very simple, it's very stupid. Just try to share and express your thought. That would be my one suggestion, and another suggestion would be um, let me think what I was trying to say. So.
Yeah, no, but like that was actually a really good advice because sometimes you might think that the Afno idea might not actually be relevant, but then sometimes
Mhm.
like it could be like very relevant,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Definitely, definitely. And अर्को चिज चाहिँ मैले भन्न खोजेको चाहिँ um, so in an just like find a way to contribute even though it's small. For
Mhm.
example, let's say if you don't feel comfortable writing the code, then you can help with creating presentations, those sort of things, or
Mhm.
some kind of writing that that describes your project, and yeah, just find a way to get engaged because in a team, if one person, if I'm joining a hackathon and if I'm not finding a way to contribute, then I'll not enjoy those 2 or 3 days during the hackathon. So if I'm not particularly familiar with the technology that the team is working on, then maybe. Um, I would try to find other ways where I could contribute to the team, even though it's small. So, so yeah, so yeah, I think those two things. So essentially, don't be shy to express your opinion, and then also find find a way to contribute. And it doesn't have to be a technical contribution. It could be like anything. Even just sharing opinion is also a contribution. So yeah, don't be shy.
Wow, Shiva, that was amazing. Thank you so much for doing this.
Mhm.
Again, we're so happy that you're one of the mentors for this hackathon. So that's it, our participants only, no?
Awesome, awesome.
I hope these spotlight series inspire you a little bit more and you're ready to go for the hackathon. So that's it. More spotlight series coming soon.